Pittsburgh Steelers rookie Jack Sawyer is expected to take on a much larger role, with Alex Highsmith hitting the IR with what I think is a high ankle sprain. But the good news, guys, is Jack Sawyer seemed to be a big steal in this year's NFL draft and is already playing like it in this year's NFL season. His couple of debuts here have been perfect. And in this last game, had a nice little play, had a sack here. We're going to see 21 personnel essentially. You have two backs in the backfield, one tight end to the right, the strong side. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually lining him up as a hand on the ground defensive end in kind of like a 7, eye technique where he's inside shoulder of the tight end, right? Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to explode off the edge with the outside. You have Jack Sawyer right here. We're going to reach the outside shoulder of the guard, right? Because what's going to happen here is they usually stunt or chip and release onto routes. So the tackle is just going to try to get into place. But when our interior guy goes to the outside shoulder of the guard, it kind of allows a free lane for Jack Sawyer. Now, the one thing I've always loved about him is his ability to get off the snap very quickly here. Now, do you see what he does, right? It's very small. It's a very minimal type of detail. He's going to act like he's going to the inside. So these tackles, right, they're going to look at the feet and where this guy is going. So he's looking at Jack Sawyer. Once he breaks to the inside initially, he's basically in his head passing him off to the guard. So he immediately gets to the outside shoulder, and then boom, that's when Jack Sawyer goes and attacks, free lane to the quarterback, easy sack, 9-yard loss. I know the Steelers lost this game, but I wanted to look into this as the perspective of Jack Sawyer. Let's see what he can add to a football team. Let's see how good he can be. And in this game specifically, he was actually one of the higher rated Pittsburgh Steelers defenders. I believe he was 5th according to PFF, which does not mean everything, but he was the 5th highest rated player on this defense last week. He brought in 4 tackles, a sack, which we just saw right there. Again, that little detail is beautiful. Look how he goes inside. First step is inside. First step inside. Boom, go. Love it. That is perfect. Now, we're going to dive into a bunch of film. Hit the like button. So important. Helps me out so much, guys. Subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and let's just dive into what Jack Sawyer has added to this team already. All right, another fun play here. Let me move myself to this side of the screen. Now, they're going to just getting this toss out wide. Now, Jack Sawyer to the bottom side of your screen, whenever he is playing in this wide 9 technique, you see how outside he is of the tight end, right? Whenever we're in this position, also they're pre-snap motioning this guy this way, right? We want to set the edge, okay? We want to be the edge setter. Now, what does that mean essentially? We need to get around to the outside, and the reason we do this, the reason we need to be here is because we want to force this running back to the inside. Now, why do we want to force to the inside? Because we have everybody on the inside shoulder of us, right? So as this play takes off, you're going to actually see him establish this outside leverage. Now, you're going to see the running back. He wants to hit the outside, and then he's like, oh, Jack Sawyer's got the outside leverage, so he cuts back inside. Okay, that is perfect. That is a great job. Now, ultimately, Zach Charbonnet makes the first guy miss, throws the defender into Jack Sawyer, and then he is able to get to the outside. But then you have Jalen Ramsey, who's also containing the outside. Jack Sawyer ends up getting back there. But this is just a good play, okay? Now, we need to be able to make this tackle, right? We need to make this tackle. This should be an easy 4-yard loss, okay? Got to clean this up. But they still only pick up, actually, they don't pick up anything. They lose 2 yards. So still a great play, don't get me wrong. Need to make this tackle though. Now, who is that? Is that 95? Is that Keanu Benton there? Can't really tell. Could be, no, it's definitely not. I think it might be Keanu Benton. Got to make this tackle. But either way, great job setting the edge here by Jack Sawyer. Love it in the run game. Let's see, what do you rank in the run game? He actually graded out as a 65.4, which is actually pretty good. Not bad. 65.7 tackling, which is really good. So Again, good game by Jack. NFL season is officially back, and I couldn't be happier than to pair up with the Sleeper app. And guys, it is now our chance to over 1,000 XR money this Thursday with the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And I have the perfect kind of pick 'em for you for this game. The first thing I do want to say though is if you use my promo code, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit up to $100. So essentially, if you put in 100, they're going to give you $100 to use. Or 50. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50. I mean, that is a steal. But you know what is the bigger steal is Tua over half a yard. I mean, unless he gets hurt, knock on wood, that should be an absolute lock. So I'm just going to take that. Also, the Buffalo Bills, or not the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins are ranking about 26th in the NFL when it comes to rush yards allowed per game. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go more than 50 rushing yards for James Cook. I think that is easy. I'm also going to go with a nice little Keon Coleman over 40. I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's good enough for me. I think we like to play safe here. 10 to win 33. Let me know what you guys are going to do. And again, check out Sleeper, guys. Helps me out so much. If you go use the promo code, claim that free bonus, but also take that Tua line. It will probably be up for a few more days. Guys, super important. Also, one last thing. Use promo code DUBS, and you'll get up to 100% match deposit with your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 different states. Check out Sleeper today. Let's get back into the video. All right, another solid play here. Now we're just in a wide 5 right tackle here on the outside shoulder. We're going to engage contact, but I want to focus on his ability to read, react, and then attack, right? So what I mean by that is he doesn't kind of overcommit too early, and I'll show you why. So they're going to get a little bit of a misdirection here. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to try to use that cutback lane. We all know in football, right, if he was to overcommit this way, and this running back used that cutback lane, this would be and is, right, the most dangerous plays for defenses in the NFL. Reason being is because you have everyone kind of overcommitting downhill in this direction, right? Let's say this guy was to get a clean block here. Well, boom, the running back's gone. Has one man to beat, and that's that deep midfield close safety. So Jack Sawyer takes the approach of not overcommitting to the outside. He is using that strong arm leverage to look around, to see where the running back is going. Now, he is going to disengage, and he's going to play the cutback lane. Again, doesn't overcommit, waits, and then once that running back tries to use the cutback lane, it's over. And again, just imagine if Jack Sawyer overcommitted and was behind the running back, flown around by the running back. This guy, he's gone. He's gone. Right? You got blockers out front, got block here. He could have a huge touchdown. So he kind of sets the edge, contains the edge, and then picks up the tackle here. I thought he did a great job, at least in my eyes anyway, of really just waiting for the running back to make his decision. And once he starts to use a cutback, that's when he disengages, makes the play. Good job. Another big time play. They come out in 21 personnel, 2 backs in the backfield. You have 1 tight end, I believe, one of these guys to the outside. They're going to motion over and block up the middle as they just try to hand this thing off to Zach Charbonnet. Now, Jack Sawyer is going to be to the top side of your screen right here. He's actually going to motion with, and then once he sees this guy come and block, we're going to fit into the hole, and we're going to do, pause. Okay, but we're going to do a great job filling the gap, right? Look at him. Read, react, boom, attack. Once he sees that guy go for a block, we know he's not route running, right? So now we get into the gap and we fill it. Great job. Again, maybe they pick up a yard. Dude, Jack Sawyer is so, what's the word? Instinctual when it comes to run defense that I think he's going to be, and this is his time. He's got what, 4 to 6 weeks, depending on when Alex Highsmith gets back. He's got a lot of time to prove that he is the future of this football team. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about it. Do you guys think he is the future, or do you think he's a good player, maybe with some potential, but adds a lot to work on? Could be that as well. But I'm pretty high on him, man. I really am. Last play that will really break down here. If you guys want a part 2, let me know in the comments down below. Also, super important, guys, go check out the Sleeper app. Helps me out so much. But lastly, hit the like button, subscribe. Free. Doesn't cost anything, man. And here's one last play. run, disengagement, good tackle by Jack Sawyer. Let's watch this from the other angle to make it a little bit easier for us. Now, Jack Sawyer is right here to the left side of the offensive line, or left side of the defensive line. Now, again, we're going to be lined up here as, kind of right in between these tight ends, 7-eye, whatever you want to call it here. Now, he engages, but watch the eye. Somehow, he still sees where the running back is, and I love that about him. He's always very understanding of what the play is. He's got good play recognition, I guess you could say. Engages, disengages, comes off that thing, makes a tackle, prevents maybe an 8 to 10 yard carry there, depending on if our safeties could tackle. But overall, I am happy about what he showcased in this game, and now his workload should be a lot bigger going forward. Maybe they'll utilize him as a hand-on-the-ground edge, or maybe an outside backer as a pass rusher, or just in a bunch of different situations. I think his role will improve a ton from here on out. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Steelers update. Should be soon. Peace.